play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down at 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
There's Wilson to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. But he will find his man, Samuel. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. He's crashing. He's checking right.
A carry here for Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 49ers' 13-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Matabike drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. They complete it to Hill. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
Here's Carter. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. this is Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kareem Hunt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers, nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
This is Harris. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Wilson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 76 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. He only needed a few inches. He got that and then some.
It felt to me like his offensive line and teammates took that as a personal challenge. They knew the line of scrimmage would be stacked. Didn't matter how many bodies were in there. They just wanted to create a little bit of a sliver for him, and that's what they did, and he rumbled.
Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2nd and 11.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 54. Zebra. Check. Watch 54. Silver. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. He's scared.
Now Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Go. Check. Let's look double count right here. Double count.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again is Wilson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Better. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 9.
Throwing is Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Bilal Nichols drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll swing this out to Tony. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, it's Watson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It brings up 3rd down.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Watson. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Right there, 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 6 man. Check her.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
To throw is Wilson. This will be caught at Samuel. 20, 10. Touchdown, LA. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Watson. A throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way. And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Watson. It's brought in by Harris. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back. Inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Moss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's the backup Goff. They'll run the screen with Moss. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try to run. Here's Moss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson able to hit his target, Claypool.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now we're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And they take a knee. The Rams are on to next week as we say so long, everybody.